two wrestlers that know each other very, very well. And what we will do is we will pick this up in period number 2. A look there at Sara McMann of the USA. These two wrestlers have met many times before. McMann pinned Icho at an event earlier this year. Highlights from period 1.
Well, and here we see McMann on a gut wrench. She only scores 1 point there because Icho's back didn't touch the mat. She went from one hand to another, so it's only 1 point. And now the takedown Icho got, it's a double leg takedown like a football tackle. Doesn't get McMann to her back, so she scores 1 point also there.
And so we start period 2 with the score tied at 1 apiece. McMann of the US in the blue, Icho from Japan in the red on the attack.
Beautiful job there, scoring the point for the takedown. In on that gut wrench again. See McMann, she's got her legs spread apart, she's got her arms out, making it really difficult for Icho to turn her.
Icho, the defending world champion. Sara McMann, a gold medalist at the Pan Am Games this past summer. Icho is 19 years old, McMann 23.
And McMann beat Yannick in the semifinals to make it to this final round.
Action continues here in period 2, 2-1 Icho. In every matchup at this competition between Japanese and American wrestlers, at least on the women's side in the final, the Japanese have emerged on top.
Well, we've seen a Japanese juggernaut here. I mean, it's just been dominant by Japan. Here, Icho doing a nice job on the front head and arm position there. She scores that 3rd point, which again is really important in these matches. Has McMann, again, on her heels, grab that ankle. She has what's called a leg right on. She has her legs hooked around McMann's leg. She was trying to pressure over. Referee was not convinced of the action. Stopped the match. They'll start again on their feet.
McMann, a 4-time US champion. And I think important to mention she has defeated Icho in the past. Knows what it takes.
Not a bad shot there, but again, Icho's reaction was so quick. We'll see what the referees decide here.
Was McMann in control as that action spilled out of bounds?
They say she was in control, so they give her 1 point. And again, because they scored out of bounds, Icho comes back, starts in the referee's position. McMann did a nice shot. Icho reacted really quick. I thought Icho would have been able to counter. McMann kept going, and that persistence paid off with the point.
McMann has just over a minute to tie this match and send it to overtime.
Well, she's frantically trying to turn Icho. What she's got to do is she's got to stick with one move. She keeps going from side to side. She's got to stick with one thing, give it all she's got.
Putting big pressure on that left leg.
Oh, it's a tough move to stop. It's pretty painful on the back.
No points scored there. Still 3-2 Icho. American coaches yelling right away, Sara, right away.
Nice technique by McMann. She did an arm drag. Got Icho a little bit off balance, scored that all-important point to tie it up.
All right, with 20 seconds to go, let's reiterate, if the score remains tied at 3, we will see overtime. First point wins.
And that shows McMann's experience. She didn't panic, she stayed patient, had good position, took advantage of the mistake. Smart wrestling.
The time will tick down. Period 2 winds up with the score tied at 3. And we are heading to overtime.
And this is a sudden death overtime because 3 points have been scored, so the first person to score a point wins the match.
The Americans looking for their first gold medal at these 2003 Worlds. The Japanese looking to add to a big collection.
Like with many of the previous Japanese wrestlers, we see Icho staying low, controlling McMann with her hands, making it really tough for McMann to get in, to gain an advantageous position.
Some heavy jostling back and forth. Next point wins. This is for gold.
Referee calls a stalemate position. Nothing was happening, so they'll start them over.
And I think maybe a passivity call against Icho. Yes, so she is in the down position.
It's a good advantage for McMann here. They're both pretty tired, but if she can get her over here, score those 2 points, that ends the match.
Icho flattened out and making this as tough as possible a task for McMann. They will get back to their feet in the middle of the mat.
Well, and the key here is they're both exhausted. What's going through your mind is stay in a solid position, stay offensive, don't get out of position, make nice, strong, solid attacks.
First major chant of USA we have heard today from the 10,000 strong here at Madison Square Garden.
There McMann trying that little arm drag again that she scored the 3rd point on. Not successful this time. Icho in nice and tight on her body. She's got to watch it here.
The level of fatigue right now has to be through the roof.
Well, in both of these countries, the U.S. and Japan, the wrestlers are known for being in great shape. Here they've wrestled for almost 8 minutes straight, and they're both still looking strong.
Nice quickness from McMann to get away. However,
she's got to be careful. She took a diving shot, put herself in a bad position. This is very hard to hold on here. You see Icho, she's got her back leg hook. She's trying to get behind. If she breaks that grip and can get behind McMann, she scores the point. McMann's just trying to hold on for dear life, but no, she doesn't.
And she does break the grip. What a move by Icho. A great countermeasure. It results in a gold medal, another for Japan.
Well, like we were talking about earlier, you know, you're tired, you don't want to make any mistakes, put yourself in a bad position. That's exactly what McMann did. Took a diving shot, put herself in a bad position. Icho takes advantage of it. Here we see the shot, right? She gets extended. Icho gets off to the side. McMann's trying to hold on for dear life, trying to hold on for a stalemate, so the referee stops it. Icho just keeps working, keeps getting her leg back further and further. Keeps working for that point.
Watch the grip just finally break.
Yeah.
Here it comes. She worked so hard, did McMann, but just could not hold on. And Icho, for the 2nd straight year, is world champion.
Well, and when you get in that kind of position, it's so frustrating to be the defensive wrestler because you know you've made a mistake.